Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, hi everyone. How are you today? I hope you are doing good. Actually, in fact, this topic will discuss about direct and indirect speech act. Okay, first I'm gonna talk about direct speech act. What is direct speech act? Direct speech act is utterances spoken by speaker directly in accordance with the intent of speaker. An utterance is seen as a direct speech act when there is a relationship between the structure and the communicative function. The following examples show that the form corresponds with the function. The first one is a declarative is used to make a statement. For example, you wear a seat belt. This sentence or this utterance is said by the speaker. For instance, I say to you, you wear a seat belt. From this utterance, it states that I said you wear a seat belt. So it indicates that the sentence means I give information to the hearer that you wear a seat belt. Okay, and the second one, an interrogative, is used to ask questions. For example, do you wear a seat belt? For instance, I said to my friend, do you wear a seat belt? This sentence or the utterance, this is clear that I asked my friend if she or he wear a seat belt or not. Okay. And the third, an imperative, is used to make a comment. For example, I said to my friend, use a seat belt. In this utterance, I command my friend to wear a seat belt. I asked my friend to wear a seat belt, and this is a common form. Okay. In summary, direct speech act therefore illustrate the intended meaning that the speaker has behind making the utterance. Indirect speech acts are commonly used to reject proposal or make a request. Well, clearly stated that indirect speech act is performed by means of another. That means that there is indirect speech act between the form and the function of utterance. For example of indirect speech acts, I asked my friend Anna, Anna, would you like to go to the library? Anna said, I have class. Okay, in this utterance, Anna said that she has a class. This is not literally means that she has a class, but there is another meaning behind the utterance. From the context, when I asked Anna to go to the library, she said something that make me think that she was rejecting my proposals or reject my invitation. So in this utterance, it means that indirect speech act has a role that the utterance it's not literally means like the sentence. I mean, when you say this, it's not really mean this, but there is another meaning behind the utterance. So it depends on the context, depends on where you said, when you said it. Another example of indirect speech act is when you are in a library and you make a little noise with your friends, or you have a conversation with your friends, then the other people come to you and say, this is library. And in this sentence, or the speaker says that this is library is not literally mean that this is library. The speaker is not giving you an information about this is library. It's not the meaning. But you have to understand that the speaker means you have to be quiet because it's a library, because you in a library. So it doesn't mean you given the information by the speaker, although the utterance is like declarative sentence, but there is another meaning behind the utterance that we have to understand, we have to know, according to the context, according to the place where you say it, according to the time when you say the utterance. And then in the other hand, Indirect Speech Act implicitly illustrate the intended meaning that speaker has behind making the utterance. Okay guys, maybe that's all my presentation and my explanation about Direct and Indirect Speech Act. Hope you understand, and I hope my explanation is clear enough. Thank you very much for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.